Resist, welcome to day 2 of the Region 5 Youth Games here at the Windhoek Showgrounds Plaza after an action-packed opening day filled with thrilling matches and unforgettable moments. We're ready to dive into another exciting day of indoor volleyball. With me in the commentary booth here from the Showgrounds, live on NBC and all its social media streams, is none other than Mr. Sakil Shaningi, who is going to be my co-commentator. Kicking off today's event is a highly anticipated matchup between the formidable teams of Angola and Mozambique in the women's division. Both teams have shown incredible talent and determination, and today's clash is set to be a highlight of the tournament. Angola defeating Botswana 3-0 yesterday, and Mozambique unfortunately succumbing to the mighty South Africa by 3-1. Players to watch out for Angola includes the powerful Ebo jersey number 7, Ebo Candido, a gold medalist beach volleyball winner, the dynamic Felishma, her counterpart at the beach volleyball courts, and their brilliant setter Daniel Ngonga. Sakils, the lineup for Angola has not changed, and we see Mozambique probably coming in with a different rotation as opposed to how they played with South Africa yesterday. What are your views?
With that, I would say Mozambique really went back to the drawing board and realized that they have to put up a different lineup after the encounter with the SA team. So I feel like this is maybe the ones that they re-strategized for the game.
Indeed, and we are to be kick-started by jersey number 5 of Mozambique with a good serve out to position 6 there. Quinta de Libero for Angola giving a good pass, but Ebo unfortunately just putting the ball into the net, and that is Ebo jersey 7. And the libero for Angola, Quinta, ready to get her team going. It's quite an unorthodox lineup with the almost all ladies in the pass, and unfortunately there for Mozambique by Mauricio Jamira putting the ball out of the court. See, the Angolan team is not really warm because they got to the arena quite a bit late, and Felishma, the gold medalist beach volleyball player there with a serve. She targets the center position on the court of Mozambique, and a good swing by Tembe Atijma.
Also, she's a bronze medalist here for the beach volleyball with her partner Saude, and she's really a good attacker there in the middle. Very fast swing there from the game of yesterday.
Indeed, and she brought all the powers, but unfortunately she could not contain the strategic play of the South Africans. Good swing out there by Ngonga to
good play there
to Nazro Santos. A good set out to Ebo. Good cover by the Mozambicans. In terms of defensive block, it's set out by number 10 out, and then touch call there by Felishma and Mozambique.
Good attack there by Saudi. That's number 14, also a bronze medalist in the beach volleyball. Number 22.
Quite interesting. It's like all those teams are beach volleyball players. And on your screen there is Fernandes Milka de Jesus with a good serve out there, and Gonga. No signal given by the referee. Well, actually there is a problem with the antenna at that side, and we are just trying to adjust that. The linesman adjusting that, and that is your server for Mozambique, De Jesus Milka Fernandes, and she is on serve, very focused, laser sharp, and just trying to get her team back into this competition. Get serve Quinta de Libero for Angola with a pass out to power, and that is Nazre dos Santos with a good hit.
Number 8, you could really see number 8 was a strong attacker from yesterday. Can she bring back the same gameplay as she did in yesterday's game?
And the serve coming from Daniela Gonga, the setter. Good cover there by again Nazare Santos. Gonga with a good recovery, and Nuria playing that ball over. The Santos, the Jesus with a good set, but unfortunately the outside attacker for Mozambique finding Ebo on that opposite, and a point for Angola. It's tied 3-3. It's going to be a very Interesting and engaging game here today, Sekes.
It is indeed.
A good set out by the Jesus again on the back court, and Ebo receiving that ball out of system and trying just to redirect it onto the court. A good pass by Felishma. Good dig by Nazare. Girls are really working themselves here, just trying to get themselves.
Nobody wants to give it up.
You could really see that there is strategy on both sides, almost similar. Ebo too short for her. And the Mozambican girls there just putting the ball onto their own side. And you can still see that the girls are cold, they are nervous. They're getting to try the feel of the court in the early morning.
Yes, it is indeed. It is indeed cold today in the morning. They really, in this time, this is a place where you really have to get warm at the warm-up.
Ebo going for her swing there and just placing the ball on the line. The Mozambican ladies there trying to dispute, but unfortunately the line judge observing that a ball is in. Fastudo Saria is also one player to watch out for Mozambique. And a good swing there by number 4, Tanya. Good touch by the libero. Nice drop swing and really just catching Nazri off guard there. That jersey number 6, Tembe Artemisa. Artemisa just giving a point to her country there, Mozambique, and it's 4-5 in favor of
ace there.
Mozambique. Indeed, a great ace.
First ace of the day.
And we're going to be seeing a lot of those. Not only in this match, but also in the subsequent matches that are coming. We also have the Namibian boys playing today against South Africa, who have not played yesterday. It will be South Africa's first match, Namibia's second match. After that loss to Zimbabwe. Good swing by... was that Felishma? Number 8, Nazare dos Santos. That's Nazare dos Santos just hitting that ball outside. A good serve again by Quinta the libero for Angola with a good touch there.
Can they make a point? Swing there by Tembe.
Good touch by, and there seemed to be a net touch. There seemed to be a net touch by Ebo, and she acknowledges that, just telling Nazare to say, look, I touched the net, so let's play. Let's get this focus.
Really, Saudi still on the serve. She's having one of the best flutter serves.
And you could see Angola is really struggling with that service from her.
Yes.
Seemed to be an unpreparedness or readiness. Saudi is number
22.
Number 22.
Yes.
Okay, number 22, that is Saudi Emilia.
Very good flutter serve there. And Angola is struggling to break a serve.
And the setter for Mozambique is also very laser focused. You can see that she's trying to channel those passes into the right zones for the attackers to approach. Good set for Nuria in the middle, but just a bit too late trying to do that slide. And Ebo coming to play, monster block by Ebo Candido. Very candid with her blocks also. She's trying to get her team off. And it's actually 12. Saudi is on jersey 12. Ebo Candido on serve. Good line out to that gap between the setter. A serve, just catching. That is Saudi and Tembe Artemisa off guard there, serving in between their channels, and a bit confusing in terms of her float. Also a good beach volleyball player.
Another ace serve there.
Ace serve, and I told you we're going to be seeing a lot of those ace serves here.
We are going to be seeing a lot of them. And Candido really keeping that ace serve. That's flutter serve on point.
She's just trying to get her team ready. You know, the Angolan teams just got in 10 minutes before the start of the game. They could also not really do a proper warm-up.
really needed it this time of the day. The cold really being also plays a really big role in these games.
Ball out of play there by Fastudo Saria. Fastudo Saria playing the ball out there, and we still have Candido Ebo on serve. Saria with a good touch, still receiving and putting it over. Ebo with a good deft pass and out there to Nazri Santos. Setter out of play for Mozambique, but recovering very well in terms of that recycle by the Mozambican team. And Nazri just putting that ball into the blocker's hands, and it seems it's a point for Angola because the ball has not touched. She rightfully just put it in the net. The coach quite agitated a bit there with the call. He thought it was a block. That's Coach Kalaila assisted by Coach Silva. Good serve by the Mozambican side.
Beautiful swing
there. With a good swing indeed and coming to play. Now you could see that she's getting her rhythm.
Yes, she is.
And just trying to get into system.
That's the number 8 we watched yesterday.
On the screen there, it's number 5. That is Mauricio Jamira. Also one player to look out, they say. And Nazri Santos, the Santos, also getting her shoulder walked up there so that she can just get the good float serve. Nice long serve, looking for that deep corner, and well recovered by Mozambique. Nuria with a pass and going for that ball and power on the libero. Magnificent stuff from these girls here. Unfortunately, she did not have the leap on her. But that was a good recovery by Mozambique, you know, especially after that long serve by Nazri Santos.
It was indeed.
And serve is with Tania Zandamila from Mozambique is on serve. That's an out ball, unfortunately. She was trying to just get that cut properly. But coach there just quite agitated with the change of players there. I think they are still a bit jittery, still nervous, still cold. Just trying to get themselves into the play. But that's a young Nuria there. Young Nuria Rodriguez on the serve. Nice drop, a serve. You can see what she's trying to do. She's just trying to drop it in the front zone and get Mozambique working.
Where the blockers and libero cannot get.
Indeed. And the Angolan girls, at most when they serve, they get around about 3 points to 4,
yes,
which is good. It gets them to track very far.
Yes.
Good touch there by 11. Good roll swing there. That was Fastudo in Ebo with a long serve. Saudi just recovering very well. Ebo picking that one up. Good work by Gonga.
There by the setter.
De Jesus also doing similar stuff there. Touch by Nazre and Felishma just rolling that ball over.
Who's gonna get the point? Beautiful play here.
It's becoming a rally of interesting games, and that is in right on the line. I mean, she heeded to the call of her players.
Yes, she did.
And unfortunately,
Amelia, they just letting the ball drop right in front of her.
And the libero Abena Tashkana. Abena Tashkana is a libero from Mozambique, and they've been targeting her with those short serves. You could see what she was trying to do, not really working. That's Nuria. But that's Angola's strategy. They have found a system which they want to exploit, or they want to use, and they found gaps or gray areas in the formation or rotation of the Mozambican side, and they really want to exploit that to move. And you could see it's now a 3-point game for Angola.
Angola really getting this game
going. Touch by Abena, De Jesus with a good set in the middle, and there is a net touch there. A net touch that is, oh indeed, it's not Felishma, that is actually Gonga the setter. And we have Fastudo Saria on serve. Again, there is an issue with the antenna, the linesman just trying to fix it accordingly. And it seems all is set for Sania Fashtudo to start off and kick off this serve. That's a second serve on the rotation. Game is moving quite fast. Ball out there to Ebo with a pass and Gonga coming in.
Ooh, beautiful there.
A very good swing by Faleshma indeed. Recovered very well by Mozambique.
Who's gonna get the point?
To Santosh. Just trying to push that ball to Gonga.
Beautiful serve.
That's an out ball. That's an out ball. It seems that today Gonga is not sitting. Setter for Angola appears to be Miguel Luquenia today. And that's her on the serve. And it seems Gonga is now playing middle. Quite interesting how Angola is setting up as opposed to how they played Botswana yesterday.
Indeed. I feel like from the game they have watched with when Mozambique was playing, they realized they really have to put up a new lineup.
Indeed. It's a matter of strategy. That's why it's recommended that you have to sit and watch your opponent or have your scouts or your technical analyst watching the game of the immediate opponent that you're going to play to strategize and discuss around that and see the formation if it's going to work. Again, to Santosh with a good serve there.
Saudi with a swing, but
that was a massive swing there by Saudi, but then that defense really coming back, but Jamira was in an uncompromising mode at the middle there, number 5, just putting the ball to bed. That's Jamira Mauricio. Jamira on serve. Mozambique trying to claw their way back into this game. Serve targeting Ebo to get it out of play, but a good dig by Ebo. Gonga just trying to get that going. Wow. That was massive play by Rodrigo Filomena. Just looking at the gaps and seeing that the Angolan team is a bit out of sorts. And she goes and puts that ball right in front of Gonga at the back there. Good serve again by that lady. Jamira. Ace serve indeed.
Mozambique is back in the game and he managed to close the gap.
And they are within 1 point. Coach Kalailai calling for a timeout and now just talking on the sides there with Nazri de Santos and say, look, you're the attacker, you're on the front zone, you gotta make points. And indeed, you can see that there's strategy. The coach is just trying to discuss with the 3 different experts. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. If you're sitting at home or anywhere, we are still live on NBC, all our social media streams, YouTube, NBC Plus, and every. So this game is quite live, and you can enjoy the Region 5 Youth Games. These are games that are bringing about culture, bringing about sportsmanship, bringing about friendship, and the whole aim is for the region to be united through sports and to have an understanding of cultural exchange and sports exchange. Good recovery by wild swing there by Ebo and making a point. You could see she was actually flat-footed there after that recovery by Gonga, but really just flunging herself with that hand to the ball and making an impressive swing.
She is really a point machine.
Faleshma with a serve, indeed, she is. Touch there. Good swing, massive stuff.
Out Emilia, good swing.
Massive stuff, and you could see the set there by the Mozambican number 8, Filomena, in your picture right there. Just really pushing out, and that was a boom of a boom indeed.
That's what we came here to watch.
Indeed, and the Region 5 is really interesting. A serve. Mozambique using the same strategy that Angola is using, realizing that the Angolan ladies are packed too far behind the 3-meter line and just dropping it there. Again, we've got Filomena on serve. Good touch by Quinta, the libero of Angola. And Gonga coming with just a wild brush off there. Good recovery, set again by Luquenia. and killed by Nazre dos Santos. I think she listened to her coach and really ready and rallying to go. That is Nazre there. But it seems it's a point for Mozambique, and it's 16th side. Philomena doing the good there, recovering her team. Again, saving that position 6.
And they keep giving back Mozambique free balls, and Mozambique keeps smashing the ball.
Indeed, especially with that girl at the center there, that is number 5. Actually, number 6, Tembe Artemisa with a point, and the girls of Mozambique have regained the lead. Tembe with a white band there, and we've got Philomena still on serve. Good touch by Ebo. Monster block. Monster block. Wow. Quite interesting. Good stuff indeed. Good stuff indeed.
Beautiful action there by Amelia, making sure that Ebo does not pass through.
Yep, that was a lift. That was a lift indeed, and Mozambique has regained momentum and control. Coach Kalila calling again for a timeout.
It's like Mozambique has just put a stop onto the points of Angola, because now they're cruising, making 5 consecutive points there, and Angola failing to break the serve, failing to make a point. What is the coach of Angola going to tell the ladies here for them to get back into this game?
Indeed. The Angolan coach is now just trying to get their different segment of players going, and it's quite interesting. Time, 30 seconds have lapsed. Girls going back. Angola going to recover. 2016, Mozambique has set a gap difference, and just one save by Philomena has proved to be the jugular here, unsitting Angola's dominance in the first 16 points. And now she's going to search for that elusive 21 points to just get her team the lead. And yes, it did. Dos Santos, not Dos Santos, but Luquinia and Miguel just really struggling to turn about there.
Will they break this serve?
It's becoming one directional now, actually. Good outside ball to Nazre dos Santos. Jesus just pushing it back to the backcourt player, and in it is.
Right there, the line.
Right on the line to the corner, and it is a point. Gonga just indicating to her coach that ball was out, but indeed it was in. It is.
Line just standing his ground there, saying the ball is in.
Those girls seem to be taking Mozambique to glory. 22-16 it seems. Gonga coming now to set.
Keep. And that's the problem. They keep giving back free balls.
Indeed. Gonga
Mozambique,
pushing it out to
Mozambique
Ebo.
making sure they're using all those free balls.
Good recovery.
Game still on here.
And yes, indeed. Are they going to go for a swing? Touch by Abena. Saude just pushing it long. Gonga now setting. Ebo coming with a swing, and that is a point.
That's how we know it. That's Ebo we know.
I think that's what she's been wanting and calling her to say, look, get the ball high, get the ball out.
The ball. You know, when you're playing this kind of games, you know, and you know you want the ball, you have to ask for the ball.
Indeed. Still dejected though, but making her way into the game, and good swing again by jersey number 4 for Mozambique, Tanya. Su's making the work there, just getting Ebo out of play with that nice dink over the net. And that was a 4 touch. Angola clawing her way back into this game. It's now 18-22. And we've got the evergreen Gonga now on serve. Now makeshift blocker.
See there, it's a 4 ball.
Indeed. Tembe just missing that trajectory. Good touch. Brought back in. Gonga just trying to find space, but Abena in position.
Smart play this side.
That was very smart by Tembe. She realized the way Ebo was blocking and the whole gap, on her right with nobody covering.
Brushing it right over Ebo there.
Indeed. Saudi, she's going to win this one for Mozambique. Good serve, not an overpass, but Lunia was out of step. The back coach just dropping it and trying to get Nazri out of system, but Nazri recovering very well and placing that ball where I think that is where Mauricio Jamira was standing. And everyone serve. It's quite interesting. Well set up, poised for a very good tie. 1923, that is. Ebo with a float, targeting the libero, overpass, and nobody is going there to get it. And free ball, they give it back. Mozambique coming with power, and yes,
power in Tembe's
that
ball.
girl is in an uncompromising mood. Indeed, that is Tembe, jersey number.
Look at that swing.
Number 6. And she could see that there is no cover behind Luquinia Miguel there. That Ebo was a bit far, so she's just placing right behind the 3-meter line in that channel of 1 and 2. And a point, a set point for Mozambique. Overpass by Angola. Free ball given by Mozambique again, or overpass.
Seta just realizing, not knowing that Ebo is a back player.
It's out ball. You see what Mozambique is playing? They're playing a 2-set system. Having both that is Rodrigo Filomena and then Jesus, just alternating in most instances. The girls just taking water there. Quite interesting.
Quite interesting game.
If you're still trying to find out where to go when you are on a holiday or you are a student, not knowing what to do with this time now in the morning, you can make your way out here to the Windhoek Showgrounds Plaza Hall. That's where the indoor volleyball Region 5 games are taking place. And this is just a thing of marvel. Spectacle play since yesterday. Namibian boys losing to Zimbabwe 3-0. Lesotho girls pulling a first, not Lesotho, Malawi girls pulling a first one over Zimbabwe in the last match of the evening. That was a 3-2. We're back here on court again. Angola with a serve. And you can see the rotation of Mozambique up front there. It's 4, 8, and 6 on the front, and 6, 12, 11 at the back. And that is Tanya and Tembe on the front. And you've got Saudi and Fastudo. And Angola making a meal, gifting Mozambique a set. And the battle lines are drawn and the fight is on. You could see Nazri to Santos just telling the girls, look, saying, yes, we know we came a bit late, we're a bit jittery, but we need to fight and get this back over. And it's quite interesting. The Angolan girls really trying to get to their position quick and fast so that they can sort each other out there. And the coaches from Angola giving up the rotation quickly already so that they can talk to their girls to get them going. So as we are just waiting, we have some matches, interesting matches coming up. Another ladies match coming up after this one, and that will be Botswana versus South Africa. It's going to be another fast-paced, exhilarating game from the South African girls, and then after that we'll be transitioning obviously to the netball. And possibly we may have the male match, Namibia match broadcasted also, that is between Namibia and South Africa. But there are also other several matches that are going to be played, and that if we have to look at our schedule, after the Botswana South Africa match, we are going to have Zimbabwe Malawi, another hunting of a match. We are going to have then South Africa playing Namibia in the last match of the day, and those are going to be quite interesting games. Unfortunately, Zambia did not make it to these games, but we hope to see what South Africa is made of. It should take us through the highlights, Akils, or take us through the highlights in terms of this game.
We could see
A gentle reminder to all the teams that will be playing here on this court. Only the team medic will be allowed. No team managers from your team will be allowed to enter the arena today. For those that have got translators, only those who want to be invited to sit on the bench, and if you are here, you only sit on the concrete benches. Please be advised, we are trying to maintain the issues of safeguarding. We are also trying to continue to uphold the security of our players and our officials. So some of these changes have been made possible, and we will continue to keep improving. Now we are on the second set of today's first match of the day of day 2.
We are back. We are back live again here. Same rotation for Angola. Gonga still in the center, and we have Tembe number 6 partnering up front there with Rodrigo Filomena, and then Saúde starting up front. And back we have Tanya and Sania Fastudo, supported there by Abena de Libero from Mozambique. Serve there by Miguel Lucania. It's a serve.
Angola starts with the serve.
Starting off very warm and hot. Good. Quite interesting. And we are yet to see what is going to happen. It's a second set of the day at the Region 5 games.
Can Angola keep the same energy during the whole game?
Magnificent serve again there by Kenya.
Tembe with the swing.
That's a
wow.
That's a boom serve. And you can see she's feeling that.
Yeah.
Oh, indeed.
That's the energy you need. That's how you celebrate your point. And she's really locked into this game.
She really wants to recover her team from that loss of yesterday. The South African girls just coming up with good plays yesterday, eliminating Mozambique's play. Good serve by Rodrigo Filomena. And Lucania again really struggling with the sets.
The right over there.
Some there by Saúde, just getting that ball over.
Another free ball. Can make a point.
That's overpass and a lift. A lift has been called there against Filomena, acknowledging that and just saying, okay, well, we need to re-strategize again. That's a young Filomena in the picture there.
Changing rooms only.
Still, now we've got Nazre dos Santos of Angola on serve, targeting.
You can see that the Mozambique lineup now, they changed the set.
Yes.
It was number 10 setting in the first set. Now it's Filomena number 8.
They've realized that they need to put more strength, but Ebo with a good block touch there.
Angola going strong here, taking a 2-point lead here.
I think Tanya Zademena was just not ready for that outball. As a matter of fact, forcing her into the net. Nazre dos Santos serves. And Saúde, good swing by her.
Good defense there by the libero.
Quinta did a very good job on the back, but then unfortunately the front line and the Angolan team really struggling to get that ball up. Tishma Tembe is really laser focused, but as we're talking about her focus there, you could also see that the server on the Mozambican side is in an uncompromising mood as well, and that's none other than Saúde, and just missing it by slight margins on the top band there, and unfortunately drops on her court. Quite interesting.
Number 3 there on the serve.
Wow.
Number
Nice drop.
11 really has been playing safe the whole day. She really haven't really attacked yet. She's playing it safe, placing the ball right over the blocks.
Indeed. And Tembe is back on serve. Good save out, trying to target the libero. Good recovery by the libero. And there is a net violation by Nazre dos Santos. They're not really getting their system going, the Angolans. Playing mostly out of system and...
Yeah, they are really failing to pass the ball at 3. So the setter is only forced to set on one side, and that's out.
Indeed. Again, Quinta. Able with that swing and just going massive on Saoude there. And pulling a fast one on her. Mozambique seem to be now really on song. Saoude struggling with the passes there. And we have Mauricio Jamira just getting the ball over. Nuria with that swing. But not effective. Again. Yes, indeed.
See, this is a strategy that Angola has brought up to use more of the middle.
Definitely. Just passing through Tanya there was Nuria. And Nuria has been effective yesterday also through the middle. I think they're just trying to bring her back on play so that they can stretch out the Mozambican attack.
Whoa.
I think she was caught in 2 minds there. That is Quinta.
Okay, then Saudi makes a point for Mozambique.
Quinta was just caught in 2 minds there. Should I leave it? Is it in? Do I drop it? She was not sure. Awesome stuff. Good recycle. Well recycled by Mozambique, and
really continues swing the outside.
Yes, Nazre. That's actually Jami. That's the beach volleyball player Felishma. Felishma Dembe just making a good point off Philomena there. You really see, actually, it's Nazre dos Santos. Very effective there on the outside in position 4. The Mozambican setter wasn't really sure as to where to put that ball. A good loop, trying to get the backcourt out of play, and again.
Like I said before, number 11 is not really attacking. He's just placing the ball over the blocks. I still haven't seen a tap from her.
Change by the Mozambican team, bringing in their setter de Jesus and just taking out Philomena to get this going, and Philomena with her first touch and obviously giving it out there to Fastudo. Ebo, good cover. Fastudo again getting that second chance to go and swing, and Nazre, that's out ball. She's not getting her ranges right. She needs to get her sights correct. Unfortunately, not getting anywhere. That's a young De Jesus Milka coming in to replace Philomena as the setter and just get their attack system going. And Saoude requesting for a rotation and Mr. Hu to serve there. Granted by the second ref. Captain being called to the stand. Captain being called to the stand there, and that is the captain of Mozambique, is Saoude Emilia. A referee just trying to explain to her the processes. Ready, set, we are, and that's the first referee, Baggio, ready to get this going. Massive serve
by number 11.
Power. Saudi with the pass, and is she going to get that one? No, it goes to Tembe.
Lays it back there.
Good one by Abana. Backcourt attack there from position 6 by Fastudo did not work out. Was telling the girls, look, I'm sorry. Let's focus on go and play. And we have the young Nuria on the serve for Angola. That's jersey for Nuria Rodriguez. These are teams that know each other very well.
They do.
They've been playing these competitions for over years, and the wins being spread between them, South Africa and
beautiful.
And Zimbabwe. Good touch by De Jesus there. Yep, unfortunate for Mauricio Jamira, thinking she was just close to the net, but the ball was too low for her to
Angola
put it over the net.
Really starting to use the middle more there.
And that is where they are making points. And
yes,
really becoming effective.
Yeah.
We had some games yesterday, Sakels. The female match yesterday is Malawi, Zimbabwe.
Wow, that was a beautiful match right there. You can really see there's really hearts in these kids for this game, and they are really all here to win. Not just to win Namibia, they are really here to take the cup back to their countries.
Malawi, given the stature of the ladies and their height, covering, defending, putting it all on the floor, and
beautiful game.
barraging Zimbabwe, not intimidated by their height at all. And it's going to be quite interesting to see how they play over the course of the week against the likes of Angola, likes of South Africa, and the likes of Botswana, as well as Namibia too. Nuria on serve again, good there, but good set by De Jesus. And Saudi said, those are the kind of balls I need. That was a massive boom there. And then we all saw that one coming, especially with the set. You could see the setter setting herself up
right in the
shoulders parallel to the position where she wants to put that ball in. Boom, it was. Again, Miguel Lucania not really getting in system. Good brush off there by Tembe. She's back on court to the front.
Ebo just smashed it into the net.
She's becoming very frustrated now because she's not getting her going. A lot of adjustments being done by the Angolan coaches there. And really just trying to eliminate the block of Tembe or the attack of Tembe and the others, but failing. Hence Gonga is being played from the center. Nazre doing that tip, but well recovered by Saudi and Fastudo. Again, Nazre trying to push it. That was a backcourt. That was a backcourt attack.
And the referee just slipped past them.
The referee did not see that, but Tembe, the young Mauricio Jamira, was actually backcourt player there. Good serve.
Wow.
That's what you expect if the player is not in the good defensive position. Tembe was just a bit off. Was that Saudi? Not expecting that ball to come that deep to her. Mozambican coach was telling her, look, you need to recover yourself. We're just within 1 point. You need to get going. And the young Miguel Lucania with a serve targeting Saudi. Saudi getting that ball in. Monster block. Monster block by Ebo.
Yeah, giving each other eye
Saudi there. Quite interesting. And it's becoming quite interesting as to how they are really setting up these young girls.
Really, look at that.
But it was a tight set as well. Good reach, good penetration by Ebo. And just reaching in there, and Saudi had nothing to do with that. It's quite interesting. A good touch again by Saudi, and then we go center.
Another block again by
Angola
Ebo
putting up a block, and there's a lot of taunting from the Angolan girls. Something that I think they need to be, reminded of, that it's not allowed.
They're looking back or celebrating in front of the other players is not allowed,
Yes,
right?
it's not allowed at all, because it's deemed as intimidation. Good touch by Abena, the libero of Mozambique. Saudi getting a second cherry to this and just rolling it over Ebo, and Ebo getting blocked as well. Good recovery by the young Miguel Lucania. Jesus making impressive sets there. And
she's using both middle and out.
Indeed.
Being consistent in a set there.
And that is the young De Jesus. Mirka Fernandes putting the balls in the right zones. And unfortunately serving the ball in the net.
With a height of only 1.5 for actually the shortest on the team.
Wow. But she's doing the lots. She's the strategic coordinator of the Mozambican team there. The master of the orchestra. And Tembe just telling her, look, relax girl, I've got this. And unfortunately, Tanya Zandamela putting that ball in the net. And I think Tembe was just calling for it because she knew she was already out of play and out of system. She could not come and get that ball. And unfortunately, Tanya not really. Oh, that's so sad. It's becoming now an era kind of game. And the young number 5 from Angola, Shmau, Esperanza da Conceição, just putting that ball in the net.
And Mozambique making a sub with number 4.
Tanya being taken off court, and they brought in.
Vuanga, Lassie, as the attacker. She brought in to become the opposite.
That is a net serve, and Saudi going on her serve, getting her shoulder worked out there and going for a jump float.
Beautiful floater there.
Esperanza doing very well at the back, and Ebo just puts that ball in the net. Time is being indicated there by the Angolan coach, and granted, Angolan coach now under pressure because Mozambique is catching up again as last time in the last set. Angola was leading 16, but unfortunately just gave away the game. You could see there on the highlight what Miguel is really trying to do. Ebo just contacting the ball off back and costing her team a point. The referees here today is Ms. Baggio from the Republic of Botswana and Maria from the Republic of Namibia is the second referee. It seems on the scoreboard there is Mr. Simon from the Republic of Namibia and several line judges drawn from the referees commission of the Namibian Volleyball Federation here in Namibia. The Region 5 Youth Games are coming to you live from the showgrounds, and you can get us on all our stream channels here and NBC as well. At Saudi.
Still on the serve.
Long serve and out of serves. You have seen those girls playing beach volleyball, Sakas. How was it?
They were just so good. They were so composed. You can really see that they play beach volleyball here and there.
Good variation of hands there by Tembe, and you could see she saw how the block setup was and just carved her hand over the ball, and
she has such good energy.
Indeed, going through that block was just so impressive. Good serve again by the young Tembe. Good touch by Tembe again at the back, and Fastudo just trying to roll it into Quinta, the libero there, and
over the blocks.
Look at De Jesus strutting so with ease on the court, not bothered by the height of the ball.
Oh,
good recovery again.
Beautiful cover there.
Fastudo just a bit too lenient.
Yeah. Ebo. Still haven't seen the block. Somebody trying to stop this girl. They can't.
The coach just talking to Fastudo and saying, look, those chances you had, you could have killed it. Now we have to defend points here. And something that we could have, or we could have avoided. So you need to work. Those are good sets there. Those are good passes. She goes for a pass herself. Oh, wow. Massive by De Jesus. But then... They are calling for a brush and a touch, but the referee saying nope. Angola losing that point. It's advantage Mozambique. Mauricio Jamira is just struggling also to get her steps right there to hit those balls. But it will not be a problem for her because they have a strategy of how they can get back in this. A good call by the young De Jesus there to be assisted.
Ooh,
Ebo.
beautiful set there.
Making a point of that block. You can see Fastudo was just a bit delayed. Hence Ebo going through that. But that was a good set also out to Ebo from Lucania Miguel. And Ebo just making a good, hit on that. Falishma is not really into this game today.
She is. She's really.
Good recovery, but no. Touch by Ebo was nice and high, but Felishma was not prepared to get that. That's Aude attacking from the back.
And now she's front.
Front she comes. And Fastudo goes to the back, and we've got now one powerful hitter to the front. Targeting Ebo, taking it out of
Free
play.
ball.
Free ball.
Where is she gonna put it?
Jesus going for Saudi. And indeed, a touch there, and you could see the referee was also a bit conflicted.
Was there a touch? Oh, there was.
There was a touch indeed, and good recovery. Good recovery there by the Mozambican girls, and they have now surpassed Angola. It's 19-18.
And this is actually the same points where they get the momentum and the energy, and they just don't stop. They keep going,
Fighting their way through.
Angola really here.
And they're
to
really
break.
targeting, able to just get her out of pace and system. Good by De Jesus again. That's an out ball. The line judge calls it. It's now, they are now using a two-man line system, a line judges system, as opposed to the one of yesterday of 4 line judges. I feel it's more cumbersome for 2 line judges when you have, if you have the line judges, why not use them? De Jesus, calm and collected. Good recovery by Saudi after that block.
And place it right in front
inside.
Ebo there.
Ebo was trying to avoid that pass and just trying to take the easy way out. Unfortunately, causing her team dearly. 2019, Mozambique in the lead, leading also by 1-0. Angola, after having such an impressive lead, has now lost it. Again, and it's De Jesus, the shortest player on court, goes for a monster block there. Quite impressive from these girls of Mozambique. Wow. Oh, actually, it was Tembe. I was shocked.
Monster block.
Her
there.
celebration seemed as if she had a touch on that, but a good play by Tembe, covering her setter, realizing that she needs to work for her extra in order for her to get those good passes and sets. Quite impressive. Quite impressive. And here we have back on court Mozambique, and we have Jamira Mauricio
still on the serve, yeah.
And this is how she was even in the last set, really taking her team to further heights. Good set by Miguel Lucania.
Out there.
Touch by Mauricio Jamira and Saudi
Out
going
on
for
the
a
swing.
Quinta. Good recovery by Ebo. Are they going to bring it back? Yes, Falishma. Good touch. De Jesus again, calm and collected. That was a tight pass and good recovery. And
mad touch there by Felicia.
That was Ngonga, jersey number 3, this former setter, who is now being placed as the blocker. You could see that she was really trying to reach into that, and yes, indeed, there was a net touch. Indeed, it was a net touch by her. Sometimes you don't get to feel these net touches because you are in that momentum, you are moving fast. You don't get to feel it because it's slight touches.
Yes,
but the referees are laser focused.
Yes, it's always, and these guys this is their job to look at these small mistakes that we are doing on court.
Very much so. Mozambique working hard, and you could see just De Jesus there, young and really focusing to what her coach is telling her, and she is delivering. After Philomeno was taken off, Mozambique started regaining this match, and Jamira, is she going to win it for Mozambique? 22-19. Seems Angola is always caught there, and unfortunately, I hope that's not commentator's curse. She goes and puts the ball out of play. Abena coming in as a libero. It's just that receiver and defensive specialist, just telling De Jesus to just push a bit out so that she can have a good view of the server. And the server there for Angola is Miguel Luquenia. Abena with a good touch. And Temba goes again with that brush off. Good recycle from Angola. Saudi looking for Esperanza, and she just avoided the block and goes for that deep 5 position, and Esperanza was not ready for that. As it stands, it's 2 points, Mozambique, and De Jesus Fernandes Milka on the serve. 2-point game for Mozambique, a 5-point game for Angola, and you can see she is really focused, just trying to get the job done here. A good serve by her, targeting Quinta, the libero of Angola. Set out, and
set error there.
Set error by Miguel Luquenia, and it is set point. That was a hard slap from her player, and you could really see that she felt that.
It's cold, so obviously
indeed it is quite cold. And there she is again, just trying to get a twist of that ball so that she can have it properly floated. And the target's Ebo. Ebo, good pass and good recovery. Ebena with a good touch. Saudi rolling it over.
Okay, with the middle right, good play there.
Mozambique really working hard, and Angola trying to stay in this game. Ebo out of pace. Now De Jesus pushing it to Saudi. Good swing.
Saudi swing
and
line.
Game over. Mozambique leads 2-0. Angola really needing to re-strategize and replan. 2-0. That is Mozambique. Good work combination there, especially by the blockers, Tembe and Atimiza, really working hard. And then you have now the evergreen Saudi Emilia on the attack, just killing that game. Abena and De Jesus in sync in terms of the passes, and obviously Fastudo, just the stabilizer there. You can see the young girl just praying to the gods to say, can we please finish this off in 3-0 so that we can just go rest and enjoy the rest of the day. Your views, Sakos?
Mozambique really has this under control. They really do, from everything, from the defense, from the pass, from the set, from the energy on court. They really have everything in control, and you can see really the setter really trusts her players. On the other side, Angola really lacking there on making the last point. They do have a good defense, but they just can't make the point. And one of the problems is when a player goes to the service and serves more than 3 times or 4, it means it gives them a gap. And Angola really has to put that into play for them to be back in this game. Can they come back and win the next set, or are they gonna let Mozambique walk away with 3 points to nothing? As you can see from the highlights, there's a lot of good services there from Mozambique, lot of aces there, and Angola really failing to break the services, and that's not good for the game. Some good covers there by Mozambique, some good defense, and some good smart plays. As you can see, there are some mistakes that Angola is doing, having miscommunication of whether the ball is in or out. Beautiful play there by Mozambique. Beautiful swing there from the attackers of Mozambique and blockers of Mozambique. Angola really have, are they going to come back with the same lineup, or are they going to change and re-strategize their lineup?
Quite interesting play there by the Mozambican team. The coach having really observed that Philomena was quite too casual with her sets, just bringing in the set specialist, the specialist setter, who really just push those balls into the channels of the attackers, clean and swift touches, and making massive points there. There's still some players that have not come onto court for Mozambique, but as they say, why change a good thing when it is working out? And indeed now this good thing for Mozambique is that rotation comprising of Saúde 12, Fastudo Saria 11, Fernandes Milka de Jesus and 10, Rodriguez Filomena, that was 8, Santamela Tanya 4, and then obviously Tashkana Abena, the libero. We have Ebo there on your screen, is looking to recover her team from that 2-0, and Milka, composed as ever, also just trying to get her team now to this last hurdle and cross over the line, win this 3-0. Serve by Mauricio. Good block, Tembe. In an uncompromising mood. You could see she wants to get this going. Especially after yesterday's loss, they didn't take it very well. That is Mozambique. But the thing here, squaring up, with
her really being there, the net is really the great wall there. Can't really pass there. It's a net touch there.
That was a net violation by Miguel Luquena. And indeed, the strategy of the Angolan coach not working. But Mauricio Jamira is saying, thank you. This is where we want to be. This is where we want to go.
Another block there by Tempe.
She is in an uncompromising mood indeed. And you can just see how Saúde is complimenting her. And on your screen there is a mighty South Africa, who dominated the play against Mozambique yesterday. And that's the reason why Mozambique is all fired up just to recoup from that loss. And the young Esperanza, that is Esperanza da Conceição Simão, is now on serve. And she is going for a serve. Good touch and a good block by Gonga. She's making sure that she kills this and gets it even. Simão seemed to be brought in as a specialist server. You could really see that she's making it difficult for the Mozambicans. Again, she goes with that twist. Targets Fastudo there. Saúde. Quinta with a good touch, and that's a nice and high ball. Miguel out to Ebo, but Ebo out of system.
Beautiful one-hand set there.
She is
Damn, wow.
Jesus Milka is just impressive today. She did play very well yesterday also.
Yeah, she
It's
did.
just that South Africa brought a different kind of level to this volleyball. At Mozambique, I'm sure they will be looking to come across South Africa again in the semis or so and just showcase to them that they are now here to play. Miguel out to Nazre, who's been very quiet in the previous set. Saude, but she's finding Kinta there. Firm and tall.
Gibbs and the libero. They're really just
Gonga touching the net. I think the Angolan coach, if he doesn't make any changes here, they're going to really lose the set because they have a lot of net touches by their players. It's unfortunate. Milka with a good serve and the libero working very hard. Again, we have Nazre dos Santos putting the ball in the net. It's too early in the set
too early
to call a timeout, and it's a 6-2. 6-2 that is, and it's so unfortunate. 6-2 in the set, and Mozambique leading 2-0. It's just going to be quite interesting.
Team there on the warm-up.
Yes, indeed, led by their captain Bridget, and they had also they had a blocker there who was quite effective, but then truly just neutralized by the Angolan might of Ebo. You could see the girls really just warming up to get themselves all the way into this game, because it's going to be a very fast and exhilarating game, given that the South Africa has jersey number 12 that is just
such a high jumper.
I'm telling you, she is
height.
massive. Milka. Good touch by Esperanza. Nazre with a free ball over. Milka out to, and yes, indeed, point. But indeed, that was even a first point by the first touch of Ebo, but she had actually blocked that ball against the antenna.
Yes, it is. And I feel like sometimes it's really hard to see that as a referee.
Oh, yes. She has now made 5 points. She has made 5 points.
Beautiful.
Ooh,
and able break the serve. Beautiful drive there.
But then you have
swing right on the line.
Saude is now just like on fire.
Beautiful. She's really locked into this game.
Indeed she is. We've seen that Nuvunga Welaki has remained on the rotation, and Philomena has not come back on court. Outball, Nazre being edged on by the crowd there, but unfortunately
another swing there.
That was out. And you can see the Mozambicans wanting to gain that point by saying there was a touch. We'll have to wait on our replay and see really if there was a touch there. But the referees are just human. Ball is moving very fast. Those girls are moving. So you need to, keep following the ball at most of the time. A good Ebo pass there. Asking for it, but then she had just trying to dink it into those spaces where the players are coming out. Actually, Nuvunga is the captain of this Mozambican side. Coming back on here, and Ebo just playing it into that space where she was coming back from.
Beautiful set there in the middle.
Blocked by Nuria, almost celebrating when the ball have not died. Good roll. Nuria just touching it to Ebo, but it's just too tight, maybe.
Ball and lays it out.
Indeed. That was very tight for Saudi, but you could see what Milka de Jesus was trying to do there. Unfortunately, the reaction from her attacker or her outside hitter was just too slow. Out of system. That's out ball indeed, yes.
Yes, it is. It's passed behind the antenna.
Obviously, coach now realizing that I need to call for a time. Just talk to my girls, get them reorganized. The Angolan coach is saying, look, you got to be switched on. Let's play with the mind. see the gaps, deceive them, force them to cause more errors as you, and we transition now slowly into this. And I'm sure the Mozambican coach on the other side is also telling them to say, look, girls, you can do better. You just need to relax, compose yourself, and we have the lead now by 2 points. We can go there.
True. The
arena slowly but surely filling up. We got basketball going on. Netball starting around 2 o'clock, where Namibia is also expected to play. We are yet to get the basketball fixture, but we are here at the Showground Plaza Hall, just on the outskirts of the CBD. And it's a magnificent arena here where the Region 5 indoor games are being played at both basketball, netball and volleyball. Gonga, the setter, or the now readjusted blocker.
Defended
Overpass and again good there by Nuria on Tembe. They just got into each other's ways and apologizing to each other and saying yes.
Angola is back. Angola is back into the game.
7-8 indeed. It is, and again Gonga on serve. Fortunately goes and puts the ball out. The coach really worried with how his girls are setting up and structuring, and they're bringing out Gonga for the libero, and serve is with Mozambique. That is Saudi on serve. Saudi and serve going for that position that the libero is. Good contact by the libero. Ebo had just gone too far, but really brushing it off. I think Fastudo was expecting a powerful hit, and Ebo just rolling into to her left there, and making a point, realizing that Fastudo was a bit too slow. And good touch by Saudi, covered very well by Tembe. Miguel Lucania out to Nazre, blocked by Nuvunga. Tembe passes it out there and just steps out. Nuvunga
passes it right into the net there.
Nuvunga puts it into the net as the captain. Really causing her team dearly now. Here it's tight at 9. And Ebo on serve, going for that float by just hitting it too high, and high it went and out it is. There's the young Tembo just urging the girls to say, let's go, come on. Touch serve there to Kinta, and it's out of play. It's out of play. Kinta just didn't see that one coming. This lady is in an uncompromising mood. She has made massive points in both sets and continues to do that in this one too. Ebo trying to play it into that open channel. Good recover there by Philomena, who has come back on court to just assist Luvunga, who actually she's taken out De Jesus, and it's an out ball. They are saying no, we did not touch it.
Not touch.
Yeah, and
none of them are understanding each other
at all. You could see Gonga is quite frustrated now. Good swing, powerful. Ebo has to go get that ball from outside. Well recycled and recovered by the Angolans. Philomena with a touch there up front.
Right,
Ebo with a good pass. See, they are trying to walk her so that she doesn't get into that system of play.
Swing there.
Fastudo, this is what the coach was expecting from her. To say you are too lenient, and too soft. So go hard, go with power. Oh yes, and she's talking to her coach that we've got this. You don't need to worry. You don't need to worry at all. We're going to win this one. Angola is still within a chance.
Hey, massive swing there, but Defended by Saudi.
Good recovery by Philomena there.
And the net touch there by the number 4.
That is Nuria Rodriguez of Angola. She was very effective yesterday from the center, but today Mozambique, oh wow, they have just eliminated the structure of Angola, have made them not to play. And the referee just realizing that there is something in the technical arena of the Mozambican side that they are trying to just rectify and telling them what to do and not to do. Again, Esperanza with a good touch there. Nazare Rodriguez. Nazare dos Santos making a good point there. Or actually Falishma. And she has been very, very silent. She has not been in sync. She has not been in system. And this is her first attack in the set, I guess.
It is indeed, because of the pass. They haven't really been setting good. So that they really have to work on their pass. Rotation error here by the Angolan team, as the person that served was not supposed to be the one serving.
Indeed, they are trying to rectify that, and they did. We have seen this with Botswana yesterday, especially against Angola. It seems it has become contagious to Angola, and that they are now the ones in rotation for. The coaches, you can see the euphoria engulfing the South African team there, and they are just getting themselves in sync. They also have some beach volleyball players that are on the court, and it's that mixture of culture that you just want to appreciate from both teams here, and that they are all chanting and singing along. You know, in their warm-ups, you can see that they are not disturbed, and the referees are just trying to sort out that rotation for Angola. As it stands, it seems. But if they were like this, then is there any rotation fault? Because then they were correct in terms of their standing. I have to concur with the coach, because if that's the same rotation that they are now having and putting up,
then they were correct.
But it seems the coach conceding just to the referee for the sake of play. But really, you can see that he's exonerated to say, look, then it wasn't a point, because Nazare with a good touch, Philomena just dodging to that and getting there. Easy play out. Nuria
defended
nice well by Abena the libero, and in the net by Walaki Muvunga, the captain. And this girl, Nuria Rodriguez, has made amends of some of the bad plays that Angola had, and actually has been threatening Mozambique from the middle there. Good touch, Philomena out in back court, and again Saudi really acknowledging that that was my fault. As a good set, really placed in a good position, that channel of 63. Then Saudi just putting that ball in the net. I think she was too late on her takeoff. And that's it's a 3-point game now. Abena with a good touch. Philomena, and yes, wow, good recovery by Ebo. Beach volleyball stuff there being showcased also. Good touch by Nuria. Nazare Santos finding Saudi at the back, and Saudi finding Ebo on the back.
Right over the block
by Gonga.
Smart play there.
Good touch by Gonga. Just realizing that Tembe has been doing the same. And now Angola is within 3 points of the serve. 3 points within Mozambique, 15-12. Actually 15-13 in favor of Mozambique. But Angola really having made a good way there. That was a good swing by Mauricio Jamira. Stepping out there.
She's gonna give it to out. 11.
That is Fashtudo Sania. Ebo finding Nuvunga.
Beautiful play here.
Saudi almost an overpass by cover.
Number 8. 3.
You could see that.
Wow.
You could see that Philomena is not really a speedy player.
She's a smart player. She really just places the ball at where the person is not expecting it to be placed.
And yes, they have brought back, and now Mozambique have brought back Tanya just to consolidate. They brought back Tanya to consolidate and just get that to break that momentum of Angola, because they would not really want to go to a fourth set. But it's a game of volleyball, anything can happen. And out ball by Tanya, who has come in for Nuvunga, the captain.
Back now, it's tied now. It's a big back in the game.
Quite tight indeed. It's now 15 sides. Mozambique working their way into a rabbit hole there, and Angola getting themselves out of it. Good touch by Ebo from the backcourt, and there is Gonga. The girls just getting themselves out of the net. Abena with a good touch. Philomena to Fashtudo, and oh yes. They've realized that Abena has been shuttling to the back, far to the back. And a point there. Milka de Jesus is back on court. And it seems the coach of Mozambique really just wants to get this set done and over with. I can hear the euphoric voices of the South African under-19 girls there. A serve by Fashtudo Sania. Oh yes, and she has been a stellar player for the team. Gradually improving with each and every set. That's a magnificent serve. Get them within their crosshair. Easy ball.
Easy ball there. Can they make a point?
Tanya just getting that one easy, getting it back into a position. Abena again. And all her serves. Saudi going on Ebo. Good touch, and unfortunately Gonga goes and puts the ball out of play after all that good work by the captain. But I tell you, the combination between Abena and De Jesus is just so impeccable. In terms of pass reception, always on top of De Jesus. She does not run about and do different things. She just gets that ball. And as we are sitting here in anticipation of the South Africa-Botswana match, we are being serenaded by their melodic voices, hyping us up for what is to be a good game, just as the one that we are watching. The girls are having sufficient time to warm up, hence they are really up on song. Mozambique regain their lead and moving away slowly but surely from the game with Angola. Ebo telling her girls in the front there to say, look, we're doing the work here at the back. All we need is the ball to, just be up and give us a chance to attack it. Fashtudo with a serve. Quinta.
A serve there.
A serve with power.
Wow.
She is serving it up. Oh, indeed she is. Very powerful hits.
Really putting in a whole energy in the serve. And Angola really failing to pick it up.
She goes and hits a flyer there. It's quite high. You could see the intention. She was caught between two minds. Do I go for a jump float serve? Do I jump serve? Unfortunately, gifting Angola a point. It's still a 3-point game for Mozambique. 6 point to the match for Mozambique. And 9 points for Angola to the match. Can they recover and take it to the fourth set? On serve is Miguel Luquinha. Good touch by Abena, the libero.
Oh dear, right there.
Too tight for her. Ebo calling for it. Again, going to Saudi. And on top of the block.
Wow.
The block, she goes massive.
She's unstoppable.
Powerful hit. Those girls
Right
are
over
now,
the blocks there.
they are really now starting to feel each other. You can really see that they are in sync, in system. Good serve again there by Jamila. Ebo just, Nuri actually just a bit grounded there. Touch by Ebo and well recovered. Talk about the live wire there in the team. That's Tembe. Just telling her center, I've got your back. Just put the ball out.
Just put it up.
Just put it up. I'm going to give you a point. And indeed she does. You can really see she's motivated.
She is. She is.
And she did not take yesterday's loss very well. And indeed, Fashtudo with a good pass there. Out again to Tembe. Unfortunately,
Exiting the net.
trying to cut the ball off the block and puts the ball in the net. Still advantage, 4 game point for them. And Mozambique really, Angola really has to work hard here for them to just force it to a 4th set. And unfortunately, Esperanza Simao puts that in the net. As it stands, it's a 3-point game for Mozambique. And look who is to serve. It's the evergreen Jesus,
the Lionel Messi of the team.
indeed, the master conductor of this Mozambican orchestra. She's really orchestrated this sets very well. Again, there she gets a good pass by Abena in Tempo. Tempo gets out and she makes a point.
Yes, passing the beautiful set there by number 10.
Indeed. And you can see how appreciative she is of both the libero and the setter.
Yes.
In terms of the good synchronization between them from pass to set to her. And her approach is just so impeccable. Again, you could see what she was trying to do there, take out Nazare. But fortunately, that did not work. Ebo is highly dejected. She is no more in this game because she knows it has gone. And probably will just have to recover herself for the next match tomorrow. Good serve. Yes, referee was not ready.
That was a common ball though.
That is the first referee Baggio from the Republic of Botswana. Second ref delaying the game a bit there with some conversation with the technical staff. Good pass by Fashtudo.
Beautiful back.
That was massive by Saudi. Ebo, is she going to respond? Yes, she does. But Tembe does not wait for the setter. She realized that they are not in position.
Angolan team not expecting that second attack by Tembe.
That's a celebration and a half. Got a clean sweep. There seems to be a lot of communication between the referees. Yes, the table and the referees are just a bit uncoordinated. You could see what Saudi did there. Waited for it. And Tembe just told De Jesus, no need to set my girl. This ball is already up and high for me. I'll deal with them. Oh yes, and she did deal with the Angolan girls there. Unexpected. Second attack and then she gets a point.
1 point for Mozambique to take. Serves it out.
That is Saudi goes and puts the ball out, and now it's an Ebo on serve. And the coach, what he did, just called for a timeout to get his girls composed and say, look, it's 1 point. It should not be another point for them. We hold it here. Ebo really dejected as a captain there. Oh, Tembe, you could just see. You could see what she is doing there. Working hard indeed for her team. Angola going in there. Nuria for number 1, who has just gone in to just get her to recover. Is Nuria going to do something here? They just took out Solange Pilar. Good, and Tembe gets it. And who else to finish this game than the evergreen?
Not number 6.
The evergreen Tembe Artemisa, and she gets that ball right on the goal. It's game, set, and done. Angola gets, Mozambique wins this one 3-0. Really, really unexpected, but Mozambique just calling it.
They really brought their 8-star game here.
Indeed, you can see that they were really prepared. They came here very early.
Yes.
They started, just jogging and playing around to keep their body warm, getting themselves into mood. But the Angolans a bit delayed, and you can literally tell from even their gameplay that they were off. But we have to recommend those girls both for bringing their A games and just showcasing the best of what the Region 5 has in terms of their age group and category. Mozambique is renowned to be a powerhouse in volleyball, exactly, especially with the beach volleyball and also the indoor, as well as the several Zone 6 championship where they have played. It is just quite interesting. While the teams are taking up their photo shoot after the match, here with the Zone 6, with the Region 5 banner, we just also need to appreciate the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation for all this effort that they have put in making sure that they bring these games live to the people here in Namibia and across the region on all its social media streams, as well as on the NBC channels here. So, as we are waiting for South Africa and Botswana, we'll be leaving you with some replays. Sakeus, can you take us through those, please?
Yes, indeed, it was a good game. With Mozambique really taking this game out 3-0, and Angola really struggling to catch up with Mozambique's energy. And this is what the game is all about. You should always come prepared. With this, Mozambique really came to the game early and got warmer than Angola. And by the time Angola started getting warm, it was already too late for the game. You can see Mozambique had everything under control there with the spikes and the blocks. Everything really on point. And Angola also doing their best there, attacking here and there, but could not just keep up with the play of Mozambique. Mozambique really having good sets there, having good attacks there, having good blocks. Everything on Mozambique was just all good. And Angola really has to go back on this drawing board to come back stronger in their next game and win it. With that, we are just waiting up for the next game, which is going to be between the mighty SA and the Botswanan team, who will be taking this game. If you still find yourself home, please make your way to the Windhoek Showgrounds here, where we see some good talents from different countries, sportsmanship from both countries here. We are at the Showgrounds, and we are the Region 5 Youth Games 2025, hosted by Namibia, Windhoek and Swakopmund. Hashtag on the moment, hashtag more than games, hashtag I am Region 5, we are Region 5. Beautiful attacks there by the Mozambican. Good plays there, some good attacks by Ebo from Angola, but still just couldn't make enough points for the Angolan team to beat Mozambique.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said earlier on, today we will be honoring World Volleyball Day. Or after every match, we will just try and capture how we will be celebrating.